Session number 2 of unit number 3. Okay, so yes, we are in the continuation process of a unit number 3, and today's session we are going to learn about multitasking. So what is multitasking? The picture itself speaks a lot. So multitasking is a concept by which we do multiple tasks or multiple works in a certain period of time. That is so called the multitasking. The image speaks a lot because I certainly believe small things makes a big difference. Pictures speaks a lot. Yes, so that is what the concept. So based on a certain survey, I have taken a picture on it. So by which like people, they use their they use their time for listening to music is 51%, watching TV is 52%, like usage of internet is 43%, read magazines and newspaper is just 16%, and play video games 28%, which is something a point to see it on because it is not more 28 right now, it might be more, right? So watching movies is 34 and reading a book is 17. I think it might be reduced right now. Okay, so fine. So overall point to talk about is 86% of the people, they use smartphones. Okay, now you all will have a question. Sir, do you think that usage of smartphone is bad? Yes, no. What is it? Yes, no. To a certain extent, yes. To a certain extent, it is no. Why? Because people are generally looking into mobile phones for getting the information or learning to get some knowledge about something. But in what way they are able to apply in their life, or what is the application factor? Learning application is what the biggest question I'm giving it to you all, right? And even me. So even when I'm looking into something, because now when I need to prepare, after preparing, I'm not going to keep within myself. I'm going to share it to you. So after when you learn something, to whom you're going to share? That is what the biggest question I'm shooting to you all, right? So what is the point to conclude is like 50% you can use mobile and 50% you can be in reality. What is reality? Application in real life scenario. So where do you want to apply? Start doing it. Start learning and start applying. If you're learning about stock market, start learning about it and start applying in there. Okay, so at least start with a minimal amount, just a point to do about it. Okay, if you want to if you want to be a successful public speaker, then get the information and start doing some videos in Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. There are many platforms are given to you. So don't wait for the opportunity, grab the opportunity, go and take the opportunity from the available places. So that is where I would like to give it to you all. Okay, so think about it. Fine. And multitasking is all around factor, which is a complete circle. It's a continuous process, right? And then one point I would like to talk about over here is like you can see the image 1 where it says that your brain is happy with one task. At the same time, the image 2 says that your brain is unhappy because two tasks or multitask is given. But the fact here is people will think that because of multitasking only brain is not accepting. You all will think that, but that is not the reality. The reality over here is brain is not so happy because of multitasking is because people are not able to use multitasking in the right way. Okay, so what happened, I would like to give an example. Okay, if the teacher is taking class, if the student is listening and taking notes, then it is the right one. Okay, but if the teacher is listening, he is keep on listening, and where is the application? No. So if he is talking to his friend, of course whatever the teacher says during the class hours, everything gets completely erased. So that is where the point come across. So think about it and start applying yourself, right? So what are the points, essential points to do? For example, if you wake up in the morning, especially during college working days, take your ID card, take your bag, take that book which I need to prepare for the exam, or take that book so that I can give it in the library, and I should call this person, I should go and meet this ma'am or sir so that I can clear my doubts. So I have to submit my record notebook in this lab so that I can get corrected and I can get back my record books. So that complete day-to-day planner, you should have it. At least, even though you're not writing, at least in the brain you should have that function. Okay, you should have that clarity about it, right? Fine. So what is that deadline is all about? So because every session is having a correlated with one after the other, right? So what is the deadline? So even in your stage, like of course projects will be given, assignment, assessment and activities, of course everything will be given, and even our class is like something which is with a deadline. So it starts by 10 o'clock and ends by 11 o'clock, example. Okay, so a deadline is something but a time derived oriented task. Okay, time limit by which a task must be completed. Okay, so that is what the ultimate point of this deadline is all about. Next, so these are the different types by which you can understand and you can get the clarity, but types are not most important. It varies for corporate people a lot. Okay, so what are the different types? Are like data driven, okay, and the arbitrary deadlines. Okay, so and then the last one is padded deadlines, which is so called like bureaucratics, so which is so called higher versions of allocating yourself with a task. I mean, stuffing with many number of tasks is so called this one. And the second one is all about like detailing with that, and you're not able to do it in the right way. You are managing, you are planning, you're doing everything, but no end result, no outcome, nothing. So planning alone is done, but execution is zero. The first one is like completely you're taking all the data and you're able to do it in a right way, so without dropping any sort of time limits. So that is the first one. So you can see the three type in a three different way. So importance of meeting a deadline. Cash flow, of course, cash is something, I mean, this is not generally for you students. So cash flow and representation of milestones that affects the profitability, and then failing deadlines, and then restrict from wasting time inefficiently. So these factors will determine, but for your instance, of course your time will be wasted, of course your success path will be turned around, of course your brain strength will get down its power. So these factors will influence your deadlines. So how to improve? By cultivating skills to handle project efficiently and effectively in workplace as well as in college. So if 8-hour college is there, at least plan to get at least 3 hours or 4 hours of learning. Get it and implement in your life, right? A good understanding of the subject which will help you to get it over and clear it. Concept oriented one. Instead of mucking up, learn the concept, understand, and then put it over, right? So what is the adaptability? So adaptability is something which you can manage, or which you can alter based on the situation. Okay, so adaptability is something like it's completely like flexibility, like adjusting to the situation. So if you are happy with everyone, which means that you have done something, or you are doing a fake related life. But if everybody are happy with you, which means that, understand, there is a difference. If you are happy with everyone, then which means that you are doing a fake smile, you are doing something wrong. Okay, but if everybody are happy with you, which means that you have neglected, you have not taken their issues, or if you have forgotten, I mean, you have forgotten their sins or something. So those points is related to that. Okay, so adaptability is more than being flexible. Okay, it is all about coming out of your comfort zone. Never be in your comfort zone. Come out, explore, learn, and see yourself in a different way. So that is what I would like to give it to you all. And next, advance in technology means that we have to have a keep on learning. So every day learning is very, very important. And open your mind, be fresh, don't be like empty, I mean, don't be like a filled cup, be like an empty cup. Okay, and finally, travel more, explore more, get knowledge more. Be willing to learn, even a small things, be willing to learn. You can see that in the board, like different languages are given here. So be ready to accept more. Take yourself, again, come out of your comfort zone. So that is what the points I would like to give it to you all. Hope remaining things we will continue in the next session. If you have any doubts related to this is completely a life related, your soft skill scenario one. If you have any doubts, please do ask us in the online live session, which will have it in the next set of sessions, right? Thank you all. Meet you for the next session.